Welcome to the second day of the advents calendar for Vampire Survivors. Today we have a quite short one. The red mask will get an amazing update. And let me zoom in on this, okay? Doesn't this look amazing? This looks so good. I think the only thing I would love to see is that maybe the eyes look like they are shining. That you brighten up like the area around the eyes sometimes. But aside from this, that is so good. We have the dude again, and that was already it. And now we can also take a look at the last patch, because I didn't know about the forum here, where it has more information. So we already know it's a 7th trumpet, the one that allows you to go endless. In other words, you can play forever. We saw that bosses will appear, and that means you can further keep evolving weapons if you need to. I don't know why. And it also states here the enemy waves will start over from the first one, and I assume they will just all be stronger, so the first wave after 30 minutes will not continue, like on the strength level of the wave 29, but maybe because they have way less base HP, so there should be a drop, but there's probably a percentage increase like on the bone zone. And it also reads that they become more resistant, which is quite interesting, so something like armor. Though I do wonder, how does Corridor or Shroud work in here? Because Corridor is probably then the most insane one, unless they become immune to that. And as we can see, not just the enemies are reappearing, but also the merchant. Now, my theory is, we have the merchant on the stage, right? But he doesn't really do anything for you. What I believe is that every 30 minutes, you will get a box. Or maybe you can get another candy box, and that allows you to pick a new weapon. We already know you can go beyond 6 weapons, right? Currently in the game, you can go to 8 weapons, with the base luck box that gives you an unevolved weapon, and then with the evolved luck box from the trouser, the starting weapon from the trouser pretty much, but the evolved version that gives you an evolved weapon. So here it's stated what it doesn't really help you say. I'm honestly uncertain if this is maybe a merchant that shows up, but he has the box to buy. You know, like my expectation is either you can buy it outright, or it will just be offered to you immediately, like the moment you hit 30 minutes, it just goes poof, you have the box there and you can select something or skip. And I already talked about this. The real interest that I have in there is Limit Break, where you take some weapons that we already finished, like those that were already crazy on 30 minutes, but then we take it until the game just crashes. My goal will be, I want to see the game crash, and that's what I'll do. So both of these things are heavily orientated towards the late game, right? The Mask of the Red Death, you unlock that relatively late in the game. The Endless mode, also relatively late. And I wonder if the entire roadmap is for the people that already played the game, and it's content for them that affects like the stuff that they have, and not something that you could have unlocked in the beginning of the game, but now no one cares about it anymore. I do expect that there will be quite a lot of characters that have evolved weapon, since right now I think every single unevolved weapon is a starting weapon of a character, but only some of them have the evolved versions. Then I'm 100% certain here we will see a vampire phase. And this vampire phase will be a boss fight, a real boss fight that you can do, hopefully. I really hope so, because I'm lacking vampires. Another thing that would be insanely amazing, but I think that there's just not enough time for that, are evolutions of evolutions. So let's say you have Holy Wand, you have Hellfire, you can combine them in Holy Fire. Oh my god, I want that. And it leaves a trail on the floor that applies burning damage, and it deals damage over time. No, that would be way too much effort. Well, but you know what I mean, right? Just combine certain evolutions to make them more interesting. It could even be something like No Future, Labora, and the Labora is then attached to the No Future, and the further it travels, the bigger it becomes, and then you have traveling Laboras. Oh my god. Or the bone and the cherry bomb combined to each other, and each bone has 2 cherry bombs at the bottom of... Wait, what? No. But either way, you get the point, right? I think there will be a lot of focus, hopefully, on late game content that affects players that have been playing the game in the last 1 year, and they just want to see a little bit more, and it will not be for content for newer players. And honestly, I don't expect that. Maybe one of those days will be like this, but I'm really excited.